I really think this is the most excited I've been to upload a video since the very first. For those of you who have no idea what's going on, over the last few weeks I've been speaking at something called the Autism Show. It's a convention that tours around the UK about all things autism. It was brilliant. I did a talk at all 3 cities called How Social Media Can Improve Autistic Communication. I only actually got that opportunity because I did this, so it'd be silly of me not to share the talk with you. I filmed the talk in London, in Birmingham and in Manchester. Birmingham turned out the best with filming, so of course that's the one you're going to see. This video is quite a long one. I advise you to go and get a cup of tea, pull up a chair, you know, get comfy, etc. Just to set the scene. I'm not actually going to show you the beginning of the talk because at the beginning I just going to show you a video. And the video I show is I Am Autism, which is my first video, which I suppose most people on my channel have probably already seen. If not, it's linked up there. So imagine you've just watched that. And I'll stop talking because you've got a lot to watch, so I hope you enjoy. So as that introduction was a little bit intense, let's do a bit more of a lighter one. Hi, my name's Connor, I'm 19 years old, and last year I was diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder. So who actually am I and why am I speaking to you? Well, I'm an open university student, start, which doesn't really qualify me to speak to you, but that's what I do with my time. I'm a volunteer fundraising ambassador for the National Autistic Society. I haven't actually done any of my duties yet, but I thought I've got to put it up there that I've got ambassador in my title because it sounds really cool. Then yes, I am also one of those people who as a hobby makes YouTube videos in their bedrooms, which I really enjoy, but we'll get more onto that in a bit. So, how social media can improve autistic communication. It's a bit of a statement, but hopefully today I'm going to be able to explain and demonstrate some of the practices that I've used growing up being a teenager on social media. It's thought that roughly 30% of all communication by people under 30 is by social media. That's a massive amount. It's an area that we need to be looking into to see how those on the spectrum can utilise it for their greater development. I'm going to tell you about my first experience of using social media, which we're going to go back to when I was 11 years old, back in 2009. I went on the website called youtube.com and I came across this video. There you see a woman called Jessica Cornish, and she was aged 21. Nowadays, you may know her as global superstar Jessie J. I watched her and I thought she was brilliant. I became, amazed by her vocals and I thought she was hilarious. And naturally, I wanted to keep watching her videos and I kept watching. The thing is though, I'm autistic. I became a little bit obsessed with Jessie J, like by a little bit. Well, there's a wristband to prove it, yeah. And it kind of continued. And I just wanted to talk about Jessie J to everyone all the time because it was, something that was a major interest of mine. But over time, all my friends at school started to be like, Connor, shut up, we don't care. Find someone who also wants to talk about Jessie J. And I was going to all these concerts, and of course at concerts I could speak about Jessie J because everyone was as madly obsessed as I was. But that was only for such a small period of time. I discovered that all these people had Twitter accounts that they were using separately from their main accounts, because I had a main account on Twitter since back in 2010. I used to tweet about the weather and stuff. In fact, I still just tweet about the weather and stuff. But yeah, I created a separate Twitter account so I could talk to people about Jessie J all the time and I wouldn't get judged because all these people were just as obsessed as I was. And of course, talking to these people, you expand on that. You can talk about other subjects and you find out common interests. And in fact, some of my best friends today have come from Jessie J, which is incredible. The thing about Twitter though, you can literally put anything on there. So for example, I tweeted these out. I'm also a bit obsessed with Lego. Obsession with Lego, obsession with Jessie J. I designed her stages out of Lego, which some people think is extremely nerdy, but I think it's extremely cool. That's why I've watermarked my Twitter over the front, because you never know who's watching and they're my ideas, so I've got to claim them, yeah. Of course, there's not just Jessie J on the internet. Over time, I discovered that there were more and more people putting videos onto YouTube. It's incredible to see all these people, just talented people, expressing how they feel creatively. It was incredible. And I was watching these people, without even realising, I was getting exposed to people from all kinds of backgrounds, similar backgrounds to myself, completely different, and seeing how these people presented themselves. I really struggle with body language and facial expressions. I have to really focus on them. It's really a challenge for me. And I kind of learn by mimicking others. Yeah, which is really odd if I word it like that, but it's true. That's how I do it. That's why my hands are all over the place today. Yeah, anyway. So that's the thing. These people were mostly neurotypicals, and they would often do videos with their friends too, and I could literally sit there watching 2 friends interact with each other. You could learn their social cues and everything. It's just amazing. The problem is though, YouTube is very edited. It's edited so the person making the video only sees what you want them to see. There's something called live streaming. Now, here's a few live streaming services popping up now. What live streaming allows is for anyone who wants to put themselves on the internet, often YouTube creators, will put themselves up there filming a video, and people can interact in real time. They can talk to them. And as if by magic, oh look, someone's broadcasting now. That's well timed, isn't it? This is Pete.
I don't know. Hey, Cara.
So, we're starting a conversation. What we're going to put? We're going to say, hello.
_059.
So here we go. Hi Pete, how are you? Go ahead and send that.
Good.
Send.
I'm doing
There we go.
well. Connor, hey man. I'm
There we
good.
go. Instant reaction.
Thank you.
Magic.
How are you?
I'm a bit of a
Always
regular, that's why
Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming.
Just to mimic a real life conversation. So I obviously, need to reply.
592. Hello.
I need to bring up a subject that I want to
Lambda.
talk about. I know that Pete's interested in Nintendo, so therefore I'm going to bring up a subject to do with Nintendo. I've heard about them making a Zelda game on iPhone, which I'm really excited for. Let's go ahead and ask about that.
I'm doing well, yes. What's new? I've just busy, standard, busy. Busy is good. Having a lot of fun, a lot of auditions. What's new with you guys? Have I heard Zelda? Have I heard Nintendo are working on a Zelda game for the iPhone? How have I not heard about this?
There we go. I've steered the conversation.
That would work. I think that would work. Maybe.
Suddenly he started speaking about
I'm
it.
so used to playing Zelda
that's
games
something that
on
I contributed to a conversation.
And
look, everyone else in the chat also is. This chat is full of people from all over the world interacting with me. Interacting with people I'd never interact with.
Something like that. But no, I think it would work because there's so many on the Game Boy.
And of course, when you're autistic, it can be a bit hard for conversations to know you're bringing up the right thing. So there we go. There's me bringing something up, and it's successfully going down in conversation.
What else is new? What else is new in
what else are you talking about?
In the world? All right, let's talk about Disney. Disney are doing some new stuff,
Disney,
aren't they?
Disney, massive obsession of mine. Absolutely love it. Like
New Little Mermaid.
I'm not even going to go into it.
So ABC, I've heard,
of course,
doing
being autistic and having obsessions, you can often feel a bit isolated with these because not always people have the same and they judge you for it, etc. But Disney's quite a common one, luckily.
What are your guys' thoughts? It
just gives you
the Disney
gives you confidence that someone else is speaking about something you're interested in. It can just be really nice to have that interaction there from someone who's essentially a stranger.
First, I didn't know how it would go. I didn't know whether I'd like them. I didn't know whether they should keep the animated ones and just leave the legacy how it is. But
he's on about remakes.
Jungle Book, really liked
Beauty and the Beast. That probably got me. That one did. I cried 4 times.
Went into the new Beauty and the Beast film, quite apprehensive, but really liked that too. Was really pleasantly surprised. So with
these live shows, they can often be scheduled. So, for example, Pete does his Monday at 7 every week.
Do you guys think you're liking them?
And anything that's got a schedule to it, I'm going to love because I love repetition and routine, etc.
Loving them. Yeah.
Problem is, though,
most of you seem to like
they don't always stick to routines. So it's kind of good to
Disney World fireworks
to be exposed to that, to the whole your routine might be broken at times.
Is happily ever after.
Still on about this.
I don't know when I'll get over.
Also, you may notice in the chat.
Next.
All these people, there are some people that are completely anonymous. They've not even got a picture. You don't have to present yourself fully online. It's great.
I'll definitely go and see them when that goes over.
In something like this, you can choose to engage as much or as little as you want.
It's like, hits me here.
There you go. Also, what I really struggle with in conversations sometimes is when someone brings up a subject that I don't want to talk about. I find that really hard. I don't know how to react. I might say something wrong.
Right now.
So, wait,
what's new?
What's he saying now?
New Paramore album is out. Yes, and I have.
So Paramore, not really something I'm a fan of.
It's
have no interest in listening to them.
Honest.
I have the time here to compose a respectful response. If I don't feel comfortable responding, I don't have to.
I like
it's great. All of this is just simulating a real life conversation.
It's great.
But online, in the safety of your own bedroom, it's brilliant.
No, I do like the new Paramore album. If whatever,
the other thing as well, you can
really
also
like it when
ask
bands
advice from these neurotypicals or anyone,
different
autistic
direction
people doing
that
it.
they
It's
they
great that
feel
you can have that
naturally they want to go in,
advice.
and it
Like
does
Pete
feel
once gave
natural
me a
for
pep talk
Paramore to
before a
do
driving
that.
test. It was brilliant.
It doesn't
really
feel
needed.
forced, which I thought it would. Well, I thought it kind of did on my first listen. And
To have that real life interaction, it gives you a true representation of what other people are like. And just the more you expose yourself to something, and it's frozen. Moving on. Yeah, but the more with live streaming services, I encourage anyone in the spectrum to take part in them, just so you can have that live interaction and to have an experiment with it. It's really useful. Some of these live streaming services even have things like guesting, where you can literally FaceTime someone. I've done it with Pete before. It's really quite strange. So if you're brave enough, you can even build up to things like that. So of course, big thank you for Pete for doing that. YouTube.com/PeteJams is his YouTube channel. I'd recommend checking it out if you like Disney and stuff. And YouNow.com is where he does his live streaming services. Of course, Pete's a creator. He likes to put out positive vibes, quote, into the world. He loves putting out positivity. That's something that surely everyone aims to do in the world. It's something everyone should be encouraged to do. I wanted to pick up on that. I thought, do you know what? I need to put some positivity out into the world. I've got something to give. So, of course, you saw that video at the beginning. I made that for a competition called Autism Uncut. There's actually a cinema over there where you can see the Autism Uncut films, but my film's not in it because I didn't get shortlisted, so never mind. Anyway, I made that, and the response I had to that was phenomenal. Like, it's the most amazing thing I could have ever experienced. I had my favourite YouTubers tweeting out. I was even in local news. That was mad. But people commenting on that, I had autistic people, I had relatives of autistic people. It was incredible just to see that I'd managed to connect with people, and apparently really connect. Like, some of the responses were incredible. But making that, it just made me realise, do you know what? I need to do more of this. I need to do so much more of this. I've got so much more to give. I want to keep educating about autism. So I continued making videos on my channel, and I like to give a picture of autism, a complete picture of what it's really like to be 19 years old and to be on the autistic spectrum. I will represent everything. So whether it's me and my friend just taking the mickey of how autistic I was back in school, I really enjoyed making that one. Fun to film with friends. But then, of course, anyone who knows anyone who's autistic, it's not all smiles and fun. Unfortunately, the crying, meltdowny state happens quite a lot of the time. So I think it's only fair that I represent that online. You know, this really isn't my worst, but I think it's important for people to realise, because I like to put a positive spin on things, but it really isn't always positive. And sometimes I like to just completely throw out the rule book and film myself drunk. Yeah, that one went down quite well. Yeah, don't know why. Of course, creating all this content, I have such an interaction with people who watch my videos. I really had to develop a degree of empathy, because people, for the first time in my life, people really value what you say, and they take it as gospel. You have to be so thoughtful with what you say, which normally I'm just like, whatever. So I've had to actually develop this degree of empathy, because some people, they need it. They really need it. And that's great. So for example, this video, I made a video called Autism and Friendships. I treat it almost as running an online internet support group, as in, support groups that you go to and you chat about your experiences. So I will stand there at the front, for instance, talking about a topic. So, for example, friendships here. I give my piece on it, and then everyone in the comments then opens up. And it's incredible that all these autistic people are then giving their opinion on it, and everyone's seeing everyone else talk about it and realising, do you know what? We're not alone. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible that everyone's having that supportiveness. The advantage of it being online, you've not got that face-to-face thing that's really scary. I don't know how I'm coping with this, by the way. I think it's adrenaline, but face-to-face with people is just scary for anyone on the spectrum. Well, in what I think. So with that shield of being online, you can open up more, and the more you open up, the more you get supported. I've literally only been creating videos though from November. I'm going to introduce you to someone called Dan. Dan's been making videos for about 4 years now. He's built up a massive audience of 12,000 people. He runs a channel called The ASCII World. It's incredible that he's built up an audience, and I thought, okay, I can say something, but let's hear it from someone who's had a lot more experience. So here's a few words from Dan.
Hey, it's Dan here from the Aspie World, and I just wanted to talk about how creative video really helped me in communicating in certain areas, because before making creative video, I didn't really have much of a confidence in talking online to different types of people, and really getting myself across. So basically, to me, having videos out on the internet, it really helps me express who I am, and it also allows people to then comment back to those videos to me specifically. Then I can start a conversation with them, because then they see who I am, they see what I'm like, and they know exactly what I'm all about, which is kind of cool, because that really helps me out, talk to people with the same condition and the same kind of interests and stuff, and also helps them kind of realize who there are people like me out there doing videos and stuff, and it kind of inspires me to keep going. So everybody who is part of my channel and a part of what I do just want me to constantly bring content and bring exposure and awareness to what we do here with the Aspie World and other things, and that's just fascinating for me. I think creative video and putting things out there in video format is changing the world for the better, and it's cool, because I'm a real person and not just some guy sat behind a keyboard typing out a blog. So that's kind of cool. Hope this helps, guys. Take it easy. Peace.
So of course, big thanks to Dan for sending that in. Go and have a look at his channel. He's done some incredible stuff. One thing that Dan said there was about raising awareness. So my kind of initial purpose of videos is for supporting those on the spectrum, but unintentionally we're educating people about autism, which is missed in schools. It's not covered enough. There's not just me. There's not just Dan. There's so many incredible creators out there, and they are all creating and giving their own take on autism, and it's incredible to see all these people on the spectrum doing what they love to do. See anyone on the spectrum doing something they're passionate about makes me go all like soppy and stuff, because I just love to see people getting the right path and stuff. Special treat, actually. We actually have one of the people on the screen here today. Do you want to come up? Come on. Just need... This is Katie. She runs a channel called Invisible Eye.
Apparently I need a microphone for this.
Yeah. So, in preparation for the Autism Show, Katie has been doing her channel for quite a while. She had an old channel, she'd been building up a brilliant audience. We were joking, saying how incredible it would be for her to hit 6,000 subscribers before the show, and she did that last week, and we were amazed. Then on Monday she hit 7,000, which was incredible. And just last night, or early this morning, Katie has hit 8,000 subscribers. So I want to take the opportunity just to congratulate her. So let's just embarrass her.
Yeah,
come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything you want to say about creating content and stuff while you're up here?
You're putting me on the spot now. So I just want to say, my name's Katie. I am 20 years old. I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 18. And I have, like Connor said, been creating videos for a little while, and I just started a new channel called Invisible Eye, which I started end of last year. And it is a way for me to communicate and have my own voice and my own say, and it's nice to feel like I'm being listened to and that I've got a valid voice in this big community. And a passion of mine is very much raising awareness of females on the spectrum. Connor and I, although having different genders, have very similar stories. But we also have a lot of massive differences as well. So a lot of different creators, lots of different stories, and we all like just sharing our own stories and our own passions, and just raising awareness of the diversity of the spectrum that there really is.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
I'm taking up too much time now.
Thank you for performing so well on the spot.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Right, so make sure you go and have a look at Katie. Her channel's Invisible Eye is up there. And if there's anyone else you want to go and check out, please do go and have a look. It's going to spin it all around a bit. Of course, it's the internet. There are boundaries. Boundaries are something in autism that can be something that's a bit of an iffy topic. What we have to remember online is that you don't know people. Like, this was only Katie and I's first meeting in real life. We've just met on stage, which is quite strange. But Katie and I have been talking for a while, so therefore we're comfortable with that interaction. You interact with all these people, especially when you only watch their videos and you're not putting anything out there. It can become a bit of an interesting relationship that people can feel like they know you. So all I can really say on that is just everything you take in on the internet, just make sure you're taking in with a pinch of salt, which isn't really helpful advice because there's not really a rule book for the internet, like among neurotypicals, never mind autistic people. Hopefully in the years to come that will change though. Another aspect of the internet, it can be very overwhelming. Notification after notification, there can be so many, and please appreciate that graphic because I really love doing that. So many notifications, it overwhelms me all the time. What you can do though, it's important to remember that real life is real life and the internet is the internet. You can step back and literally with the press of a button, they can all disappear. I wanted to see what the people who watch my videos had to say on all of this. And here's a few quotes. So, sense of community, that's one thing I've not mentioned. I've been so supported by the YouTube community, it's incredible that all these people, neurotypicals and people on the spectrum, are reaching out and just supporting each other in what we do. It's brilliant. Offers so many opportunities. I literally would not be standing here if I didn't make videos. It's incredible. Helping with body language, as I said. Connecting with others from different backgrounds, yes. Confidence as well. I don't think I would have been able to do this a year ago. Now I've got that confidence, and it's something that's helped me. If you want to see more of what I do and the content I create, there's my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Conopoulos. I need to say Conopoulos because people keep pronouncing it wrong, so just making a definite point of it. Also, Twitter and Instagram. I'm putting them up there, but to be honest, I tweet about the weather and I don't really post any photos, but I need to change that soon. Also, literally this week, I've just created a Facebook page because I kept having people who didn't interact on Twitter and Instagram kept wanting to reach out to me. So go and have a look at that. It's only brand new and I don't think it's even got 10 likes yet. So go and have a look at that, please. And there's my email address just in case anyone wants any future bookings or anything. But most of all, thank you very much for watching and listening. And any questions? Oh, thank you very much.
So there we go. That was my talk. So I've now done that talk to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. The feedback I got live from it was absolutely amazing, so hopefully I've managed to translate it into video format well enough. And as you can see, a lot of work went into that and a lot of people contributed, and I'm so thankful for everyone who contributed. I really enjoy doing the talk, and I've actually done a few other talks which I haven't told you about, which I shall soon. One of the weirdest things about doing the talk was saying thank you very much for watching. And of course I didn't have my wand on me. I couldn't just whip my wand out on stage and go, Nox, and that would have looked extremely strange. So, now I can end it properly. Thank you very much for watching. Nox.